Hey y'all. Hey y'all. I'm singing. Hey y'all. I hope y'all doing good today. Hey y'all. Yeah. Anyway, so today is a weekday. I think today is a weekday because I be living life at summer break like it's summer break all year long. I'll never know what day it is. Yeah, I just want to say, how many hours do y'all spend working for somebody else? How many hours do you spend working for yourself or on yourself? Hold up. I always gotta check and make sure I'm connected. Nope. Hold on. Come on. Okay. Maybe it was good y'all didn't hear me singing just now because uh, I didn't have my Bluetooth mic on. And it seems to be the only time it works is if I'm live and wearing my Bluetooth. So I'd like to introduce y'all to my alter ego, Grace. Grace has got a message for everybody. And Grace wants to say, y'all need to start working for yourself more than you work for anybody else. Because y'all be working for him and her. Who knows who? Just want y'all to also know Grace be changing accents on a regular basis. Uh, but her name's always Grace. And she's here to give you a word, and that is work for yourself, hype yourself up, make sure you loving on yourself at all times. You need to be working for yourself as much as you work for that man, woman, or child, considering your age and whoever your boss is. And by that I mean you don't have to start a business if you don't have one. If you have no intentions of getting a business, then and you just want to keep working for somebody else, that's fine, sweetheart. But what I'm talking about is your inner work. Your inner work involves you talking up yourself and telling yourself you're the finest thing on the planet at all times. You need to be spending more of your working hours uh telling yourself you're the greatest. Pretend you're Muhammad Ali. Pretend that you Muhammad Ali's daughter. How would he hype his child up? You the greatest. You the greatest that ever did the ABCs. You the greatest that ever did double dutch. You the greatest. Look at how you brush your teeth. You brush your teeth so good. Oh my God. I never seen nobody floss like that. You are the best. You have invented whole new ways to get tartar out of your teeth. And I love it. Now, there are 24 hours in a day. If you're the average person, you spend probably less than 8 hours getting sleep. So all of your time should be spent not worrying, not 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 thinking about things that you did last year. None of that. No arguments going over what you could have did better, could have been faster at, and how much you failed at this or that, or broke your word to yourself or whatever. You need to be thinking about how awesome your hair, skin, eyelashes, eyebrows, how awesome everything about you is. And you need to be fantasizing like a child. You need to be thinking about that that new pair of lingerie that you want to be wearing for your man's or your woman's, whatever your proclivities may have a leaning towards. Now, I want you to take your time to spend at least 6 hours a day in the mental gym. You could do that. You could build up to to you don't have to talk about yourself yet. Some people spend time uh talking to their friends like saying that they're doing awesome. I'm awesome. Yeah, if you lean that way, fine. Some people like a little more privacy when they begin to practice. You know what I'm saying? They want to go into their mental closet and just talk about themselves. Some people want to stare in the mirror and talk about how good they are, how fine they are, how juicy their lips are, whatever it may be. But you need to be doing more time talking about how juicy your future's gonna be, how juicy you are right now. Now, uh, for those involved coming on the scene, my name is Grace. Grace. This is the alter ego of the person on this channel, and accents may change at any time. So, I'm talking about how you need to be talking about yourself like you the greatest thing on earth, like Muhammad Ali would. You know, if he was talking to his child, he would be telling him, look how good you color. Okay, pretend you Muhammad Ali. Pretend your mama is Muhammad Ali. Pretend you got split personalities. And you talking to yourself like you a child and you deserve a gold star every second, every minute of the day, honey. Okay? So, spend more time working for you than you do for whoever it is you work for. You could be on the job working for yourself too. You could be telling yourself, oh my God, look what I just did. I ate that sandwich so good. Look how good I made this sandwich. The corners just perfectly together. That lettuce, I bought it so good when I was at the store. Oh my goodness. Everything I do is perfection, heaven. Okay, hold on. I gotta drink this watermelon juice. My throat is dry. So, you want stuff to happen for you? Hype yourself up like that song they do on the tubes, on the YouTubes. That song with the boy in the boot. I like that song. Anyway, so just yeah, you need to be talking to yourself like you are the most amazing creature who built the stars in the sky, that you are a star in the sky, that you're the prettiest man, woman, or child on this planet. And that's really all this message is. Because I realize that people spend more time wondering what's going to go wrong instead of what's going to happen right. They spend more time thinking about what they could have, should have, didn't do. They spend more time wishing they would have said it better or hadn't said it at all. I think that if you cuss somebody out and you regret it, you should be like, I regret it, but I did it so good. Oh my God. Okay? So don't you be worrying about anything that anybody has to say about you or did say about you. Okay? I think that if you singing in the car, you need to talk about how you should be on the red carpet, showing off your Balenciaga, whatever's Balenciaga sells. Or did we cancel Balenciaga? Because of that weird ad they did. I think we did. I'm eating my salad. Oh my goodness. I made this salad so good. These tomatoes are just gonna make my body look so good. And my skin just shine and glow. More glowy and shiny than it is right now. Mm-hmm. It sure is. These cucumbers, yum, yum. I made this salad. I'm the best salad maker in the world. Honey, yes I am. And can't nobody tell me anything different. Let me tell you a story. There was this girl that we used to mess with when we was kids. She was the one that, she had bad skin. It's terrible. It's terrible. I was a follower at the time, and I regretted a lot of things that I did, but you know, I was still a good person. I was just weak. I was, honey, let me tell you, I just thought about this girl a couple of weeks ago. Had a flashback because when we were younger, her and my mom were really good friends. And we would go and spend the night at her house from time to time. And she had the meanest little girl. Her daughter was so mean. And she was an only child, and her mama made a lot of money. And my mama had to work 2, 3 jobs sometimes. And, you know, it was back in the day when you could go to school and still get welfare. And she was so mean and hateful. But I look back now and it was probably because we had made fun of her. So it was a defense mechanism. She was like, screw y'all. And so I remember there was a time that she would used to, when we would go over there, she would ignore us and she would stand in the mirror talking about how beautiful she was. And we made fun of her and everything. And she had uh, pimples. She had bad acne. And I tell you, she knew about manifestation and mirror work way years. She was years ahead of her time. I don't know if she was going to see a therapist or if somebody older gave her the idea or if she was inspired and she just started doing it on her own. But let me tell you, this girl was light years ahead of the, what you call it, the New Age movement, because we were there and she didn't even care, and she would just stand in the mirror, in any mirror that she was in front of, whether it was the bathroom or the living room or the hallway or whatever. And she would talk about how she was so beautiful. And let me tell you, we went out dancing, me and her, a few years later when we were both in high school. And this girl was gorgeous. And boys used to flock to her. And she had it all. I mean, she was super smart. She was still meaner than a box of snakes. But she had transformed. And I believe it was because she had been hyping herself up shamelessly for years. And it paid off. So, this is what I'm telling y'all. You need to dedicate time to yourself like you're in a gym. And this is me talking to myself too. You know, you gotta give yourself love. Love on yourself like you would a Southern grandma or whoever it is in your imagination that is the most loving, tender thing ever. I don't care if it's a man, woman, or if it's yourself parenting yourself, because that's basically what this is. You need to be the most kindest, gentlest, most supportive cheerleader, like your life depended on it. Because if you want some things, you have to spend more hours out of the day taking care of yourself and uplifting yourself than you do in negative thought. And I'm not talking about you have to feel the feelings yet or anything like that. Just be on that mindset because the feelings will eventually come. All you need to do is put in the work of rewriting those synapses in your brain that you are the best, you are the most, and you don't care what nobody else says on the outside. Because even if you do have a lot of things to worry about, you got to counteract that stuff. And it takes time to turn the ship around. And you might be a powerful manifester. You might be able to turn it around whenever because it's just a belief. And if you have a strong belief in yourself, well, that shows up too. If you have a lot of work to do on your belief, that will show up too. But eventually it turns around. And let me tell you, I am a believer in that because it took me a good week to start to notice tiny things changing when I started practicing this. And I never commit to hardly anything, but I had decided to commit to myself recently, fully and completely. I said, let's try it out. Because things kept showing up in my life that have been pointing me in this direction for years, and I've ignored it. And I decided I was tired of playing, and I was tired of the up and down of things seeming to work out and then falling apart or not really coming together and then kind of coming together. It was always like living in a cliffhanger movie where they ended right like like Thelma and Louise jumping their car over the Grand Canyon or whatever. Well, I mean, we know that probably didn't end well. It is the Grand Canyon, but hell, you never know. They could have entered the Matrix and landed on the other side. So, just do your, treat yourself like you are a priceless jewel, because you are. So, be like that girl and be shameless. Sing to yourself in the car and make the words about you, period. Talk to yourself at all times like you are the best at everything, because that's not impossible. You are limitless. You are boundless. You are everything. Y'all have a good day. Have a good week. And try it out. Commit to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Make this a self-care program. Don't just take care of your skin, hair, teeth, and muscles. Take care of your mental and change your life.